Hello everyone, welcome to part 6 of the Planner Piece series. If you haven't watched the previous parts yet, I highly recommend checking those out before you watch this video. I put the links in the description below. In today's video, I'm going to be putting my system to the test in a random Target planner. I went to Target and picked a random planner. Well, not a random planner, like I looked through them to make sure. So I guess it wasn't necessarily random, but I didn't have a specific one in mind. I went looking for some kind of daily layout, and so this is what I ended up with. This is a day designer that I got from Target, and it's hilarious to me because back in 2015 when I first joined the decorative planning community, the first planner I got after joining that, not the first planner I ever got, but the first one after joining, was a full-size day designer in this exact same layout, which is why I chose this layout. This is a mini version of my first one. Cracked me up. I'm currently using a B6 as my main planner. My process for testing my planner is fairly straightforward. I'll be setting the planner up ahead of the week that I'll be using it, and then I'll come back each night to do my nightly process of my tasks. That process each night might vary depending on how much space I have for journaling and things like that. I'll definitely have to make some adjustments to my system and how it currently functions. Once I'm done with that, I'll be doing a final review of the planner, what I thought of it, if I think my system worked in it, and if I would consider using it as my main planner. Before I get into setting up the planner though, hi, I'm Shayna, and I'm all about real planning and real life, messes, imperfections, and all. All right, so here we go, setting up this planner. I don't know how much setup there's really going to be needed, but we'll find out. So, like I said, this is a day designer. It's a daily day designer. There we go. So there it is. It's got a hard plastic cover, and then this is a little thicker glossy paper. It's kind of cool because they give you some stickers here and a pocket, and then they actually give you also a bookmark. So I'm going to go ahead and flip to August. Maybe I'll set up September. I don't know. I'm probably going to set this up exactly the same way as I normally do, which is just with dots. So I'm probably not going to do that on camera just because it's going to take me a while. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set up for Saturday, 28th. The only thing I don't like about this, the main thing I don't like about this is that the weekend, like each day of the weekend doesn't have its own task list, its own page, as if people don't do things on the weekend. Like the weekend is when I actually get the most tasks done often. So like I don't need a schedule because we tend to not do things on the weekend. So I actually need the opposite of this. I would need tasks, not the schedule. And I would prefer to have both in the case that I need either. So I really don't like it when planners do this. I don't understand this. Like, I guess I get it if you're only using it for work or school or something, but you're really limiting how much people can do with your planner when you do this. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to, I don't know, how am I going to do this? I think I'm just going to pretend like those aren't here. Really, I think that's what I'm going to do. So, check in and edit video. For a different video, I need to do that. I like breaking my tasks down. Oops, load. I like breaking my tasks down. I'm really not writing very nicely right now. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do for Saturday, and then I don't know. I'm just going to pretend like this isn't even here, I guess. This wouldn't work for me. right off the bat. This wouldn't work for me very well. I would have to almost like white this out. But yeah, see, homeschool conference and Skype at 2. All right. So then I'll just keep going with my tasks on down. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and set up September. And what I think I'm going to do is put my tasks here, I guess, and then maybe if, you know, whatever goals I set, I can write up here. I don't know. There's not really, like, I guess there's a notes page here. I could always put this on too. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put my goals here since there's fewer of them, and then I'll put my tasks here. I don't know. I think I'll just put my tasks here. So, oh, not much space. Woofda. I don't know how many times I'm going to migrate this. Oh my gosh, there's just not a lot of space here. Okay. So there's that, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and get started on setting up my month. There we go. That's the month. I don't have goals set for September at all yet. So, but the other thing I don't really like are these flags. Like, they get in the way. I don't like that. Like, I think it's to mark holidays, it looks like, but I don't need a flag to tell me it's a holiday. It's written in here. Like, that's enough. But that's obviously just the design of this planner. So there's that. And then, I have my daily for Saturday set up, so I think I am good to go. I think that's it for now. Okay. Our air conditioning is out right now and we live in Florida now, so this is super fun. So anyway, some pros about this planner for final review would be the ruler, the stickers, and the pocket. I think that's kind of cool, although, I mean, obviously if it's not really your style, which gold isn't really my style, but I think it's kind of neat that they add these. I like the compact size of it. Obviously it's pretty similar in size to my B6. I like that it is a July 2021 through June 2022, but they include the May and June 2021 monthlies, so that, you know, you can kind of backtrack a little bit or start the planner at least with the monthlies a little bit before July. The design is nice and simple. It's, you know, not a lot of busy colors, although if that's your thing, then that's probably a con, but for me, I don't like a lot of busy colors. I like to add the color, so I like the planner to be minimal. The top 3 tasks on each day page I actually really like, and I might be implementing that in my own planner. I like that those would be the 2 or 3 things that I would have to get done that day. And then the rest of my stuff in my dailies can be stuff that would be nice to get done, and then maybe I don't feel so bad about not getting stuff done. And then in addition to that, the paper is actually kind of nice, especially with the pen that I use, which is the same pen I use in my Stology, so that is nice. Some cons about this planner is the coil. It does get in the way. I'm right-handed, and I can write with both technically, and it gets in the way no matter which hand I write with. Once I start getting towards that side by the coil, my handwriting gets all over the place. Folding it over though, I did notice that, you know, folding it over like this helped me write a little less awful. The one big thing I don't like about this specific planner is that the weekend is on one page. And for me, I like to have my weekends, I mean, I do 2-page dailies in my Stology for the week days, and then for the weekend, I do 1-page dailies, but I don't just do a schedule. I actually would prefer either to only have tasks or to still have separate pages for the Saturday and Sunday. Just because I like having the option of both the schedule and the tasks, because I get the most stuff done on my weekends. I mean, I guess they can't cater to everybody, but I mean, this is for a specific kind of planner. Like, this is a work planner or a school planner. And even for school, like, you do stuff on the weekends, so I don't know. I don't like this, but that's just my opinion. The other thing is that there's, on the to-do section, for me, this isn't enough space for some of my days. Like, some of my days I can fit it into the top 3 and I would have no additional tasks. But on some of my other days, I had to go down here and even over to here because I just didn't have enough space. Which is kind of the nice thing about a more blank planner, is that you can obviously create the space you need. The other thing that is a con for me is there's some fluff in here I don't really need. Like, I like the tonight or the gratitude sections, but I don't need them. I need the space more than I need a designated section for this. And that's kind of the thing I've always found with pre-printed planners, is that there's a bunch of extra stuff in here that I will never use. Like, I like certain aspects of it, but there's just stuff like these quotes. I don't need a quote on every single day. I would rather have the space for more tasks. You know what I mean? Like, if I had the choice, I would have this to-do section take up this whole thing and maybe put the gratitude here, and I would be okay with that. Again, personal preference, but that's just something I didn't really enjoy. The other thing is that there are no notes pages. Really. Well, there's like, I don't know, 6 of them in the back, and then there's one for at the beginning of every month. There's like really no notes pages in here. And the other thing I didn't like, for me specifically, for my personal planning style, is that I had nowhere to put the homeschool stuff, so then I would have to use a sticky note, which I do actually like the way this looks, but I don't like having to use so many sticky notes. I love sticky notes, don't get me wrong, but it seems like a waste to be using this when I could just write it on the piece of paper that I'm already using. So to me, it was a con. And then the other thing I didn't like that I personally enjoy is there's really no like weekly review. I mean, I like having a week on one page, and I guess if I were going to use this planner, what I would likely end up doing is I would go through every single day before the week starts and do my weekly review on each daily page instead of doing a week on one page to do the review. That would probably be how I would do it if I actually were to use this planner. And that would work just fine. It's just with the way I do it right now, it doesn't have the space for that. Could I use it? You know, I initially had said no. But I mean, I could use it. I mean, I have tons of stuff in here. I would have to maybe be a little more picky about what I write down in certain places, and that would maybe not work for me, just because there's not a whole lot of stuff, a lot of space here. But if I absolutely had to, like if I had no other planner choice, I would definitely use it if I had to. It would actually be less of a challenge than the horizontal planner that I tried in the spiral bound. So there's that. So anyway, there you have it. What did you think about how I implemented my system into this planner? Let me know in the comments. As always, thank you so much for being here. I always greatly appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.